Welcome back to the Security++ Bootcamp Vault. Episode 3, Objective 1.3, Change Management. This sounds like the boring one, and that is exactly why people lose points on it. Every question here is a little story about a change that went wrong, and you have to name the step that got skipped. Learn the steps, and this whole objective is free points. Let us get into it. Objective 1.3 says, explain the importance of change management processes and the impact to security. Here is the plain version. Every change to a system, a firewall rule, an update, a new server, goes through a process. Ask permission first, know what could break, have a way to undo it, do it at the right time. Write down what changed. The exam describes a change that blew up and asks which of those steps got skipped. That is the whole game. The business side of a change, before anyone touches anything. First, approval. A change board or a manager signs off before work starts. Nobody freelances changes into production. Second, ownership. One specific person owns this change and answers for it. Third, stakeholders. Everyone the change will touch, other teams, users, customers, knows it is coming. If a question says a department was blindsided by a change, the skipped step was telling the stakeholders. The safety net, 4 pieces. Impact analysis. Before the change runs, think through what it could break. Test results. Prove it works in a test environment before production ever sees it. The backout plan. A written way to undo everything if it goes sideways. This is the one the exam loves most. And the maintenance window. A scheduled, low-traffic time slot, so if something breaks, it hurts as little as possible. Change at 2 in the morning on Sunday, not noon on Friday. Checkpoint 1. An update breaks the sales app at noon on a Friday, and the team has no way to undo it. Which 2 steps were skipped? A. Approval and ownership. B. Backout plan and maintenance window. C. Stakeholders and version control. D. Impact analysis and approval. Match the 2 symptoms in the story to the 2 missing steps. Pause now. The answer is B. 2 symptoms, 2 missing steps. No way to undo it means there was no backout plan. Noon on a Friday means nobody scheduled a maintenance window. That is how every question in this objective works. Each symptom in the story points at exactly 1 missing step. Match them up and move on. The technical side. 3 things changes bump into. Allow lists and deny lists. If you roll out new software and forget to add it to the allow list, it gets blocked on day 1. Downtime and restarts. Lots of changes need a service or an application restarted, and that pause has to be planned, not discovered. And legacy applications. Old, fragile apps that might not survive an update. Half the fear in change management is really fear of what the old app will do. Documentation, the step everyone skips and the exam never does. When the change is done, update the network diagrams so the map matches reality. Update the procedures and runbooks so the how-to guides stay true. And version control. Every version of a config gets saved and numbered, so you always know exactly what is running now and what was running before. That last one matters for the next checkpoint, so hold on to it. Checkpoint 2. After a bad firewall change, the team wants to restore the previous configuration, but nobody knows which version was actually live before the change. What was missing? A. Impact analysis. B. Approval process. C. Version control. D. Maintenance window. What lets you answer the question, what was running before? Pause now. The answer is C. Version control. If configurations were saved and numbered every time they changed, restoring the previous one would take 2 minutes. Watch the difference the exam tests. A backup saves your data. Version control tracks each saved version of a configuration with history. When the story is, we cannot find the old config, that is a version control problem, not a backup problem. The trap list. Trap 1. Every symptom maps to 1 step. A blindsided team means stakeholders were skipped. No undo means no backout plan. Broke at peak hours means no maintenance window. Nobody signed off means no approval. Trap 2. Version control is not backup. Backup save data, version control numbers your configs. And trap 3. Even a change that worked can still fail the process if the diagrams and procedures were never updated afterward. Documentation is part of the change, not an extra. Lock it in. Before the change, approval, one named owner, and stakeholders informed. The safety net impact analysis, testing first, a backout plan, and a maintenance window. On the technical side, update the allow lists, plan the restarts, and go gently with legacy apps. After the change, update the diagrams, update the procedures, and keep every config in version control. And remember the exam trick. Match each symptom in the story to the one step that got skipped. Objective 1.3 done. Next time, the biggest objective in Domain 1. Cryptography. Symmetric and asymmetric keys, hashing, salting, digital signatures, certificates, TPM chips, and tokenization. It sounds scary, and it is actually the most learnable topic on the whole exam. Bring a coffee. See you inside the vault.